Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Debbie Fajardo. I'm the Director of Education with My Real Source. Just hit my 11th anniversary with My Real Source. It was last month, so how exciting. So that means I'm exactly divided. My first 11 was with the Realtors Association, my second 11 with the MLS. How amazingly exciting. So today we have for you CubiCasa. That is the app, one of our newest ones that we are bringing to our members. It is a floor plan on every home. So that's what we want to do. Stop rotating there. It's a nice little rotating one. So a floor plan on every listing is the goal. This isn't the good china. You can use it on a daily basis. Every single day, every listing, it's a great product. So I am going to go off camera to make sure that you guys get the full screen experience. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I will watch my questions, and thanks always for your comments to let me know that you cannot hear me. I see your lips moving, but you're not saying anything. So today we're going to walk through just a few things. Of course, what is CubiCasa, the value of floor plans, and why they're so important to your listings. And of course, what we offer as a member benefit as part of the MLS partnership with CubiCasa. Then we're going to go through the sign up process, and you'll get to see a little bit of the product itself too. And to wrap things up, we will have a little Q&A at the end. So one thing, CubiCasa has one main goal here in the US is to bring a floor plan to every single real estate listing. So to start off with, let's talk about the why. So CubiCasa, they saw a floor plan demand gap in the US. Both home sellers and buyers are asking for floor plans to be included on their listing, but there's only about 10% of the listings here in the US have a floor plan, and that does not even compare to other countries around the world. So even between rental properties and traditional real estate sales, there is a huge demand gap. So how do we know that the value translates over to traditional real estate and that floor plans are just as important? Simple. If we look at the NAR home buyer and sellers survey, you can see what website features on a listing are considered the most valuable. There you are. And what we learned is that floor plans are the single most desired add-on to a listing for the consumers after the standard listing and photos. So the demand is there, and the results from the survey for last year have remained much the same. So floor plans are always the top desired add-on. They're already such an important asset for rentals, and they should be just as important for purchases, and not just those big homes. So what you see here, why are floor plans important? They provide an easy way for buyers to understand if the property is a good fit for them, better than any other digital asset. And the reason that we say that is if you're on a search portal and you look at the property photos, you're going to learn about the home room by room, or essentially piece by piece. But a floor plan gives you an easy to view, easy to understand, quick glimpse into the entire property. So you can see how big the rooms are, what's the flow between them. You can learn if your furniture will fit. Most importantly, you'll learn if the property layout suits you and your family. So are the kids' rooms near my room? Is there a spare bedroom we could use for office space or guests? That's sort of out of the way. So a floor plan is, of course, the best way to understand the property and make sense of those questions. So why add a floor plan? Now I've got you thinking about the benefits of the floor plans. Why should you add them to your listing? It's an easy way to stand out and win more listings. So offer a floor plan and better media in general in your listing presentations. And you're showing the potential client that you'll do everything to market their home and get it sold. So also you're going to generate more qualified buyers. Most people look online at properties before deciding to tour in person. And of course, especially since COVID. Besides, we're all looky-loos anyway. I know I am. So when they're looking online, they're essentially qualifying the home before they even contact their agent. Of course, lastly, the more media we can give to potential buyers, the more understanding they have of the property, which ultimately reduces the time on market. All right, so we've talked about floor plans in general at a high level. So how does this lead into what CubiCasa is? So just to want to give you a little background, CubiCasa was founded about 9 years ago in Finland. And you'll hear, I'm going to show you a little video from them in a little bit, and you'll understand why they talk a little funny. So back then they served as a redraw service. Agents and photographers would send in a picture of a floor plan, may have been a photo of someone's sketch with measurements or an old property listing, and the floor plan would be redrawn from that. So they continued expanding with clients all over the world. They wanted to modernize the process and broaden the scope of people who had access to create floor plans. And what a better way to do so than with a tool everyone already has at them all the time, which is their cell phone. So then CubiCasa started building the app that would allow the user to quickly and easily scan a property. And then that gets processed into an accurate floor plan, including room measurements. And that is fantastic. So how does the app work? Well, it's probably easier than you might be thinking. As you can see from the image on the right, you simply open the app and walk the perimeter of each room of the home. We also have a best practices video that will go out tomorrow in the thank you for attending class email. So that will be on there, and I even sending that out to those that were not able to make it today as well. All right, so you'll see that it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes for an average size room to scan it with the phone. And right now, the average is about 6 minutes for a 2,200 square foot home. You don't need any special training or equipment, just the phone in your pocket and the CubiCasa app. You do want to do a little prep work though, just so you know. So it works on both Apple and Android, and most devices from the last 7 or 8 years or so will work great. You don't need to have the latest and greatest. However, the newer iPhone Pros, which includes that LiDAR, they do make the measurements even more precise. When Colleen DeLange, I'm sure you guys know her, when Colleen did her house, her measurements were dead on. And she said if it was an inch off, she was shocked. My phone, it still has the, here, let me show you what I have. Turn this back on. So here's mine. Yes, it's a little older. I'm telling Brian, I need a new phone. I need to submit a requisition. So this is an older phone. It's an XR, still not all that bad. However, I saw some discrepancies in mine by 3 inches. So that was a little bummer to me, but just so you know. So, and also the app will give you that real-time in-app feedback to ensure that you're scanning correctly. So if you're moving too quickly, if you're too close to a wall, you'll see an overlay on the screen. And actually the last class that Colleen did, she actually did a live presentation. It was hilarious because you saw the netting overlay on her display. She's got the LiDAR, she's got a new phone. And it was really interesting to see that. You know, she was in her office and showing what she saw. All right, so here is the app in action. I want to show this to you. So let me click into this. And let's play. So on the top left, that's the view of the camera. as you're walking around scanning the property, this is exactly what you will see on screen. Bottom left, it's what's being captured in real time using the augmented reality kits in the phone. And then on the right-hand side, that's the full 3D digital footprint that is being created of the property. The green line is the actual route the person is taking through the home, and the red diamond, that's the shape that's capturing the device's position. So you won't see, the only thing you'll see is the upper left. See, yes, the Finnish have their saunas right next to their restrooms. That's a trend I'd like to have here in the States too. A sauna with everyone. Here you go. This is the final result. This home is around 1,200 square feet and was captured in about 3 minutes. All right. So CubiCasa also works on those high-end properties and complex properties. Like this one here, you'll see it's got the curved, rounded walls. It has an outside area, roundish screen room here. They even walked the perimeter of the property, catching all around. There's a second building out here, the bathhouse, pool house. Sorry, it's a pool house. And the pool as well. So the scanning process will capture all of those angled walls and the outdoor features or separate dwellings. And you will do it in one single scan. Now that's one of the big things. So one scan, when you're working with multi-story properties, you'll need one single scan. You simply walk through and scan one level at a time, continue scanning without pausing or stopping as you walk up the stairs. So, and then you scan the next level and so on. So what I did on mine is I did the basement, then came up through the first floor, then went outside the front door and around to the back. So I captured some pool area and then back inside through the back door, captured the first floor and then the second floor, and we're good to go. Now, this does include, let me get ahead of myself. So this is really cool here. I absolutely love this. So it's got all of these different types of properties. And yes, this is actually a bed and breakfast or a VRBO in Pennsylvania. So if you want to live in a shoe for a weekend, you certainly may. But it was just a good look for all of the different types of homes. And so it was submitted by a real estate photographer in the CubiCasa network, and it's just unique and diverse properties. It's really interesting. All right, so continuing on, what comes with CubiCasa? So My Real Sources partnered with them, and I haven't even touched on the copyrights. So we'd been looking into floor plan companies for a while. The one we saw last year, just the copyrights weren't there, and we didn't want to open up our membership to any copyright lawsuits. CubiCasa is able to share those copyrights with our members, thus avoiding any of those copyright lawsuits that are so prevalent out there. So the benefits as part of our My Real Source / CubiCasa partnership, you'll get as many basic floor plans as you can create for free. Now, basic is exactly what you see here, just walls, windows, and areas. Now, as long as it is under 5,000 square feet. So this includes, well, actually up to 5,000, it includes up to 5,000 square feet, including outdoor spaces, basements, garages. So my house, when you scan the full basement 2-car garage, and get some outdoor space here. Okay, so I spent $11 on my scan because it went over the 5,000 square feet. That's okay. I wanted to get a good picture of the property. It's very unique. So, and this will also give you the room dimensions and the labels, the gross internal area, and it will be turned around within 24 hours of you submitting the scan. So, and you'll also have the option to customize those room names and change up the colors. However, just a small note, I did change up the colors, and wow, I'm not a designer by any stretch of the imagination. I just stick with the basics. Or what I did is I changed theirs, and there was no way to go back. So I should have created a new one and said, oh, not that, let's use theirs instead of mine. So just, because I'm the one that pushes buttons, and I'll get into trouble, and I'll do that for you, so you don't have to make those mistakes. So you see, you can edit room names if you want to go family room as opposed to great room. Those are different availables. It's like this still says master bedroom. You know, we've moved away from master. It's now primary or ensuite bedroom because it has the bath here. So on top of that basic floor plan option, which remember includes up to 5,000 square feet, there are a number of optional paid add-ons that you can choose from as an a la carte. My favorite was the fixed furniture. So this allows me to have the bathroom fixtures. It's like a bathroom upstairs. It's odd. If you don't have the fixtures in there, you just don't even understand what the room is. And it's nice because you have the kitchen layout in there as well, and I like that. You can add the GLA appraisal floor plan and those required calculations. If you want, you can also ask for a 6-hour delivery time. And then don't forget, anything over that 5,000 square foot of total scanned area, which includes basement. So it's not just your living area, anything that's scanned. Basements, garages, non-heated areas, outdoor areas, those are all chargeable. Your first scan is absolutely free, and you get all the bells and whistles though. So they actually give you everything, so you'll see what it looks like. So on top of these prices here is a 25% discount. So it turned out to be, I think, $11.25 to add my fixed furniture, which I absolutely love. And what's really awesome, the new 3D products. So you get a 3D floor plan. You'll see right here. It just really gives you that exceptional bird's eye view. Then you get a 3D video render. Oh, sorry, the video with the big triangle, video render on here. You have a 3D marketing bundle, which get the best of both worlds there. It includes the 3D floor plan and the captivating video renders. There's also CAD output, which is a computer-assisted design, if you want it. So they're supporting the CAD for both 2D and 3D software. It's really nice. And you get a free 2D floor plan with every 3D order, which is really nice. And I like the ability so you can add furniture on here as well too in different colored areas. So on these, this is free with the first scan. You get all of these, the 2D plan, fixed furniture, GLA, and a 6-hour turnaround time. So you also have that 3D floor plan. That is $35. You can add in furniture, add in those colors and textures. So that really elevates that. And that 3D video render is $100. Plus, remember, you get that 25% off. So you're looking at $75 for that video rendering, which is really nice. And of course, you have your marketing bundles and your CAD files here. So that's really nice. All right, and don't forget, you get that digital GLA. This is one of the on top of this basic floor plans. CubiCasa is able to deliver consistent GLA results that are aligned to the ANSI standards. And the floor plan, image, and area calculations are in one single report, which is perfect for appraisers, as it gives you everything you need, including things like non-livable areas like storage or non-heated areas. And it takes into account wall thickness for overall dimensions. And you'll also see exterior ingresses, egresses, and above, below ground spaces as well. All right, now something you can do with both the basic floor plan and those with the add-ons is customizations. You don't need to stick with the simple black and white floor plan. And actually, their basic generally gives you. So you have the beige for living spaces, these bedrooms, bedrooms, so you can see bedrooms. Main living area in this lighter yellow, and bathrooms in the blue. So it just really helps to visualize the entire property. And again, if you want, you can customize those room names. You can add your own logo in here, and be careful with changing those color schemes. I think they did a really nice job of it themselves on doing that. What's really nice is they do have 24/7 customer support. It is a really easy one, MLS help at CubiCasa.com, because we cannot support your product because it is all on their platform. We don't have access to your account in theirs like our support department generally does. All right, so it's very, very simple. What are your next steps? It's simple. Sign up, scan, upload. Pretty simple. So let's walk through that process. What you're going to do is go to Paragon. In Paragon, you're going to go from the resources icon to CubiCasa, and that's going to put you into this next window where you're going to do your sign up, and that's where you're going to enter in your information. You're going to want to make sure to select either agent or appraiser, and that will get you your discount with My Real Source in there. Then you're going to download the app and enter in your login information. And that, in a nutshell, is everything. Now, a few things that I do want to tell you. From when we did all of our scans, so all of My Real Source staff, you know, we always test out the products first. We did our scans, okay, and Debbie rushed, shocking. So I wanted to put the cart before the horse, and I didn't prepare my home before turning on my app and heading out and doing anything. It does say, turn on all the lights before starting your scan. Open all of those doors before starting your scan. And things like, one thing I did notice in the video, I'm a big fan of close the toilet lid. It's just a pet peeve, that's all there is to it. Make sure to go through the house, to open your windows, turn on the lights, open the doors, because it's a little hard when you have your phone in hand, and you're usually pointing at the baseboards, doing that, you know, around the bottom few feet. There are times that you'll scan a little upward in the kitchen, just to schedule, you know, to get the upper cabinets, or if there's higher windows, you can see that. But those are the easy things. And there, I'm sure there was a couple more questions that we had when signing up. So when signing up, you pick your MLS of My Real Source. And we do offer this to our vendored MLSs as well. Those MLSs that are using the Paragon platform through us, they use My Real Source as well as their login, as their MLS. You'll need to use your email that you have on file with My Real Source. And that's it. So don't forget that that first one is totally free. You get all the bells and whistles. So you get to see everything that they offer. And then you've got to go into, you know, trying out those 3D ones. I haven't done it as of yet. I think it's really cool. The first one, you do not need a credit card on file, which is nice, not until after the fact. Some of the questions were, how do you know if you're going over the 5,000 square feet? You don't know until the scan is done and calculated. You've got to know, I mean, well, so this is, you know, you got to understand like how big the house is. So if it's a 1,200 square foot house, double it, 2,400 for a full basement, and then you still have your garage, And if you want to do outside perimeter, I doubt you're going over 5,000 square feet. So it's not until you get into the 3,000 square foot homes or more, and don't quote me on that one. I'm not a mathematician by any stretch of the imagination. My husband will definitely tell you that I'm not. So those are some of the great things about CubiCasa, and I encourage you to scan away, add this into your listing presentation. Let them know that you'll add a floor plan to your listing to really qualify that home. So that's one of those great member benefits. And if you want, I can get you one of these slides or something like that to add to your Cloud CMA presentation. That'd be a PDF that you could upload into Cloud CMA and add that to every CMA, every listing presentation that you do. It's pretty awesome. All right, so let's see if we have any more questions. I think I got the ones. Yes, one full scan, one continuous scan for the property. Up to 5,000 square feet is free. Let's see. I think that's good. I think I got them all. Okay. Do we have any other questions before we close out? We keep this one at a half an hour. It's a nice, easy one. Tomorrow, look for the email to say thank you for coming. And attached to that, it does say it's the recording of the class, but it's not. It's the best practices. I want to say it's just a 5-minute video on, going through the home. Those are the big three. 3 things. Open all the lights. Oh, turn all the lights. Open all the doors and even the blinds as well. And that'll get you off to a really good start. All right, I think I'm good with questions. Thank you everybody for attending, and we will see you on another webinar. Take care.